Assalamu alaikum everyone. We will solve this worksheet together. And the first problem here, write 56 over 9 as a mixed number. And we do know that we are dealing with improper fraction because the top is more than the bottom. And the most primitive question to ask here is how many nines are inside 56? We do know that if we multiply 9, if we do multiply 9 by 56, if we do multiply 9 by 6, it will be 54, okay? So, which means that we have 6 nines inside 56, and the remaining is 2, so this improper fraction will be very nice mixed number written like 6 and 2 over what? 2 over 9. Okay, and the very next problem we have here show that we have this division equals 4 over 3. Let us show that. We will work step by step. So first of all, guys, I will convert this division to times, and after that I will multiply the top by the top, the bottom by the bottom, then I will simplify if there is any room for simplification. So it will be like this. It will be 2 over 3 times what? Times 2 over what? Over 1. And if you multiply the top by the top and the bottom by the bottom, you will end up with 2 by 2 is 4, 3 by 1 is 3, and that's it, guys. Here, students, I have show that 7 over 10 minus 1/4 equals 9 over 20. First of all, I am looking for what we call least common multiple for 10 and 4. So here, guys, I need to unify the denominators. I need the denominators to be the same, and the common denominator here, or what we call least common multiple. I will tell you here how to find the least common multiple for two numbers. Okay, so you do know that, guys, we have 10, and what is 10? 10 is 2 times 5. 2 to the power 1, 5 to the power what? 1. And what is 4? 4 is 2 to the power 2, and that's it. This is what we call prime factors or prime factorization. Then to find the least common multiple, we call it LCM, okay, of 10 and 4. We will take each prime with the highest power. You know, we have here 2 and we have 2, and the highest power is 2 to the power 2, so I will take this in consideration, 2 to the power 2. And the only 5 we have is 5 to the power 1, we will take it. And if you multiply this, it will be what? 20. So the least common multiple of 10 and 4 is 20. It's already shown here, so but what if you don't have it? So you know now how to find the least common multiple. So the least common multiple is 20. So in order to unify the denominators, I will multiply here by 2, and I will multiply here by 2, and I will multiply this by 5, and this I will multiply this by 5 as well. And here, guys, fortunately we have now the same denominators, and the denominator here is 20, and what is 2 times 7? 2 times 7 is 14, minus 1 times 5 is 5. Okay, and if you do subtract, it will be 9 over what? 9 over 20, and that's it, done. Next problem, guys. Because of this problem, I just solved this worksheet till now maybe 2 times. It's fine, guys. So I have here mixed numbers. So first of all, I will convert these mixed numbers to fractions. You do know how we multiply 4 by 6, then we will add to 3. So 4 by 6 4 by 6 is 24. 24 add to 3 is 20 what? 27 over the same denominator, which is 4 divided by, okay, don't rush things, keep it division. Then 7 times 2 is 14 plus 4 is 18. 18 over obviously 7. Then guys, I will convert this division to multiplication by the reciprocal. So you know guys, we have here 27 over 4 times 7 over what? Over 18. And please students, before you dive in multiplication, top by the top, bottom by the bottom, please try to simplify things. If there's simplification, don't miss this opportunity, please. And as I see here guys, there is simplification. So I can divide this by 9, it will be 2, and this by 9, it will be 3. So from the top, from the bottom, we can simplify. And I think this is all. We can't simplify any further. So what we have now, multiply the remaining, yani multiply 3 by 7, which is 21. And multiply 4 by 2, it is 8 indeed. And the question is how many 8s? This is improper fraction, the top more than the bottom. How many 8s are inside 21? And you know that there is only 2 8s inside 21, 2. And I have here 4. And 2 times 8 is 16. And 16, so if you remove like 2 groups of 8s from 21, you can remove 1 8, 2 8. Then the remaining will be what? Will be 5 guys, and that's why, yes, here it is. Sorry, 4 over 8, not 4. This is my mistake. Okay guys, so here we have what? We have 8 as you see. Next, بقول لي write 19 over 5 as a mixed number. So the question is how many 5s I have inside 19. There is 1, 2, 3, 3 5s. So the answer is 3, and 4 will be left over what? Over 5. So the goal is accomplished. Let us have a look to the next problem, please. Okay guys, next problem. So we have this word problem we have to deal with. So it says like there are 84 animals in a field. 10 of the animals are horses. 45 of the animals are sheep. The rest of the animals are cows. So what fraction of the animals in the field are cows? Okay, so the point here, so I will call this, I mean for horses, I will call it H. So for horses, and S for sheep, and C for what? For cow. So the total is 85. So I have, 84 animals. So 10 of these are horses, and there's 45 cows, and the rest, so 10 horses and 45 are sheep, and the rest, which I don't know how many up until now. Okay, so the rest of these are cows. Okay, so obviously the number of cows equals the total number of animals minus the number of sheep, and so I can write here that cows equals what? Cows equals 84 minus 10 horses minus 45 sheep, and the total will be 29. And the question here, what fraction, the fraction of the animals, what fraction of the animals in the field are cows? So we will divide the number of cows by the total number of animals. So the answer for this question will be 29 over what? Over 84, and that's it. Okay. Okay. So I can see here B, but I know where is A. Okay. Okay. B. C. Let us have a look to this part. Okay guys, for next problem, what we have, write the fractions in order of size. Start with the smallest fraction. So here guys, I know and you know that calculators are primitive. So you have it, whether I am agree or disagree, this is not the point. The point, I will guide you to end up with a correct solution.
That sounds great.
Okay, so here guys, I will convert these to decimal, so life will be much easier. So this is 0.75, and you can try this. 11 over 12, it's not 0.9167. So this is 0.9167, and here we have 5 over 8. 5 over 8 is 0.625, I think. 0.625, and 9 over 20 is 0.45. So this is 0.45, and if things like that, then I think all of you guys now capable of rewriting these fractions in ascending manner, or start with the smallest, it's the same. So with calculator, life is easier, of course, لكن I don't know how much it will be beneficial for you guys. Okay, of course there is a way of doing that without calculator, but it will be more complicated as well, with high benefit for all of you. Regardless, next, show that 23 over 24 minus 3 over 8 equals 7 over 12. So what we have to do, guys, I have to find the least common multiple of 24 and 18 in order to end up with same denominator. So I need to unify the denominator here. They are not the same. I need the same denominator. Okay, so how is that? So you know, guys, that the prime factors of 8 equals 2 to the power of 3, and the prime factors of 24, you know, guys, 24 is 4 times 6, so it's 8 times 3. I'm talking about what? 2 to the power 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, right? Which is obviously 2 to the power of 3 times 3 to the power of 1. So look, guys, I have here the factor the prime factors. I have here 2 to 3, I have here 2 to 3 and 4. 3, I have 3 to the power of 1. So the least common multiple of these two guys, which is 24 and 8, is 2 to the highest power. So I will take 3 in consideration and times 3 to the highest power, which is 1. Multiply this is 24. So 24, guys, is the least common. Maybe this is obvious for some of you, but it's not so for all students. So how to end up with same denominators? I need to multiply this 8 by 3, and I will multiply the top by 3 as well. And here we don't have to multiply by anything or by 1, but we don't have to mention that 1 is identity, will not change anything. So now, guys, I have the same denominator, fortunately, which is 24. On the top I have 23 minus 3 times 3, you know, guys, this is 9. And what is 23 minus 9? 23 minus 9, this is here 24, and I think this is 14, but this fraction not in simplest form. I can simplify by dividing both top and bottom by the same number, which is obviously 2. If you do divide by 2, it will be 7 over 12, and that's it, guys. We are done. Okay? Okay. Next problem. Here, students, okay, the required here in write the fractions in order of size. Okay, start with the smallest fraction. Okay, guys, I think this is not new on us. We already solved something like this before, so you can use calculator, but in this problem, guys, maybe I will not go to calculator, or I might solve it in both ways, calculator and without calculator. Okay, let us see what we can do. So I will start by solving this without calculator. So what I need here, I need the least common multiple for these denominators. Okay, so first of all I will factor each of them, and you do know, guys, that 10 is 2 to the power 1 times 5 to the power 1, and 5 is already 5 to the power 1, and 2 is 2 to the power 1, and 40 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 5, which is 2 to the power of 3 times 5 to the power of 1. So the least common multiple for these guys must contains 2, 1, 2, and contains 3, and contains 5, and I will choose those with the highest powers. So I have here 2 to the power of 1, and 2 to the power of 1, and 2 to the power of 3. Of course, I will go to that, so I don't need to pay attention to 2's anymore. Okay, so 2 to the power of 3 is what I am looking for. 2 to the power of 3. Look at this, 2 to the power of 3. And 3's, I need 3 with the highest power. And if you look at this, I have only 3, so power 1 is the maximum, so here is power 1. And how many 5's are there? So there is 5 to the power of 1, and again 5 to the power of 1, and so what I need is 5 to the power of 1. And if you do multiply these guys together, it will be 120. These guys will lead us to the next step. So I have to multiply what each top and bottom to have the same 120 denominator. So here I need to multiply by 12, and here by what? By 12 as well. So, and for 5, I need to multiply 5 by what to make it 120, 24, right? So by 24, and here by 24. And here I will multiply by what? By what to make it 120? I need it to be maybe there's something here incorrect. Let me double check. 252. Oh, there's no 3 at all. So what I need is 40 basically. This is my mistake. So there's no 3 here. So what I need 2 and 5. So it will be only 40. Let me clean this, guys. So here the result will be 40. So I need to multiply by 4 here, by 8 here, by 20 here, and here by 1. Oh, you don't have to mention that. So by 1, this by 20, this by 8, and this here by 4. So now I know that all of them with the same denominator 40. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. Okay, 4. So what I have here 28. So this is 40, this is 40, and this is 40, and this is 40 as well. Okay, for the tops, guys, what we have here, I have 4 times 7, 28. Then I have 2 times 8 times 4 is 32. And 20 times 1 is 20. And 29 times 1 is 29. So what you have to do, guys, you have to only compare the numerators. So the smallest one is 20, then 20, then 29. The last one, sorry here, guys, is 29, not 20. This is 29. So 20, then 29, 28, then 29, then 32. So the smallest one is this. I will label them, okay, one by one. So this is the smallest. So this is number 1. And then after 20 there is, sorry, not this. So this is number 1. Okay, which is the smallest, and number 2 will be 20, then 28, then 29. So this is here number 2, and then will be this. Number 3, and last on the list I have 32. So this is number 4. And guys, there will be no difference if you do the same thing, but with using calculator and converting each fraction to decimal things. Yes. Okay. And that's it, thank you. So if you convert this to, I think you are familiar with using calculator, maybe even better than me. So I will leave the calculator part for you so you can enjoy it, okay? And you can double check with this. Here show that what I have to do, I have to unify the denominator. So I need to know what is the least common multiple of these two guys, 15 and 10. And this common least multiple is really very essential, and hopefully that everyone will master this. So 15 equals 3 to the power of 1 times 5, 3 times 5 to the power of 1, of course. And what about 10? 10 equals 2 to the power of 1 times 5 to the power of 1. And for the least common multiple, guys, for the least common multiple, so what I need the least common multiple. I need 2 and 3 and 5. So I need 2 and 3 and 5 with the highest power. So I have only 3 to the power of 1. So there's 3 and 2. I have 2 to the power of 1, and for 5 the highest power is 1. And if you multiply these things, it will be 30. So the least common denominator is 30, or multiple is 30. So this is really very nice, because now I know that I multiply here by 2 and here by 2 and here by 10, 30. I have here 10, so I have to multiply here by 3, sorry, and here by 3. And I will end up with something like this. There's no doubt that the denominator will be 30. For the numerator, it will be 2 times 8, which is indeed 16, and 3 times 3, which is 9, and neither it's 25, right? 20. Okay, 25 over what? Over 30. And I can simplify this more by dividing each top and bottom by the same number 5. There is common divisor 5 here. So if you simplify this, so 25 over 5 is 5, 30 over 5 is 6, so 5 over 6, and this is absolutely correct, and that's it. Okay. Next. So use your calculator. Oh, this is wonderful. Use your calculator. Okay. Work out the value of, okay, this guy here. Okay, so I will keep this for you guys. This is calculator matter, so this is sort of a trivial. Okay, so here write your answer part A. Okay, calculate to one significant figure. We will find out, so I have to go back and solve this honestly. Okay. Okay guys, I need to give myself some time. Okay, so after using my calculator, the answer here is 49.87, and many things here, 641, blah blah blah. You have to write them all as requested in this problem. Then one significant figure means that what we have to pay attention to is the first one here. The first one, 40. Look to the next one. Next one is 9. 9 is more than 5, so we will round up 4, so it will be what? It will be 5. So it will be 50. Okay. So this may be part B. So one significant figure. The answer is 50. Next, also use your calculator to, okay, use calculator to work out, okay, this, and then, okay, give your answer as decimal, and then write down all, okay, significant, okay, in your calculator display. Then we will write your answer in part A. Okay, correct to three decimal places. Okay guys, let us do that together. Okay guys, for the first part, and you know this is matter of using calculator 0.447, no, it's 477, sorry, 477, then 8704, then 87, okay, 4298. Okay, so to three decimal places means that I have to keep three decimal places. So okay, this is what I have to keep an eye on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, like this. Then guys, what we will do, we will observe this. You know, this is 5 and more. We will round up the previous decimal digit, okay? So it will be 0.478, and that's it. So this is part B, I think. Okay, to three decimal places we are done. And what I have next here, I have use algebra to show that this 0.681 recurring, so the only recurring part is 81, equals 15 over 22. So let us dive in on that, guys. Okay, so here guys, what I have 0.68181. This is, so we can write this like in two different ways. One of them is 0.681, and we have this dash here, which means that there's 8 ones to infinity. And or put these two dots, and here there's very smart trick. First of all, we will assume that x equals 0.681, then 81 for the rest of life. Okay guys, and the point here is I need you to imagine this. We have 8181, infinitely many 81s, and what I need to put this recurring part, which is a block here, 81, like after the decimal directly. So first of all, I need this to move here. So I will move 6 by multiplying both sides by 10. So if you do multiply by 10, it will be like this: 10x equals 6, then 8 1 8 1 to the end of life. Okay, and one more thing, I need the recurring part to be exactly the same, so I need to free these three guys. So to free these three guys and like make the decimal here, okay, then I need to multiply by 1000. So it will be like this, 1000x equals 6 8 1, then 8 1 8 1 to the rest of life. Here guys, as you see, we have the recurring parts in both the same, then we will subtract. That's why I wrote 10x then 100x, like 1000x, sorry, this 1000x, not 100x. Okay, let me make it clear for all of you. So 1000x, then I will subtract 1000x minus 10x, it will be 990x. And now is the beautiful part where I will eliminate all recurring parts. So here I will cancel out this with all this, because 81 81 81 81 and the one in below is the same, so they will cancel out. So it will be 681 minus 6, which is 675. So this 675. So 675. And the way we solve any linear equation, I will divide both sides by 990 and here by 990. Then you can clear up. So this is okay, this recurring decimal represented by this fraction. We do know that any recurring decimals associated with a rational number. So the rational number represents this exactly as 675 over 990, and hopefully this is understandable for you guys. Look at this. Same, I personally I like to write it like this, 0.7, then 3 3 3, and for the rest of life 3 3 3. I need first to free this here. So what I need to do is to multiply by 10. So I will assume this x. So look at this, 10x equals 7.333. Okay. Secondly, I need to free these two guys. So I will multiply x by 100. So it will be like this, 100x equals 73.33 for the rest of life. Then I will subtract. So 100 minus 10 is 90x, 90x, and 73 minus 7, I'm not good in subtraction, 73 minus 7 is 64, I think. Yeah, 66, sorry, 66. Then I will divide both by 90, divide here by 90, divide here by 90. Then x will be 66 over what? Over 90. So you can use calculator, just it will show up like 0.7333. It will like demonstrate your solution is really correct. So this is the answer, guys. Okay, let us move to the next thing we have here. Yes. Okay. Here, guys, they told us to expand. Expand means to multiply things, okay? So we'll multiply these two linear factors, two linear guys, and I have e minus plus 3 and e minus 5. We can multiply them, okay? Like this, we can multiply the first with the first, okay? Then the first with the second, then the second with the first, and the second with the second, okay? So let us do it one by one. Then e times e, you know, guys, this is e squared, then e times minus 5, which is minus 5e. Then 3 plus e, it will be 3e. Then 3 times minus 5 minus 15. Then guys, after expansion, sometimes, not always, we expect simplification. So we will look for what we call like terms or similar terms, with their terms like share the same power with different coefficients. And I will make even more than what required in this problem. So I will write the answer in standard form. Standard form means to start with the highest power. So there's no more than e squared. Power 2 is the highest power, so I will start with e squared. But here, there's room to glue these two guys. Look to this guy here, minus 5e, and look to this plus 3e. So they are the same, e to the power 1, e to the power 1. So we call these two terms like terms or similar terms. Same power, e to the power 1, e to the power 1, different coefficient. The coefficient with the first e is minus 5, with the second e is 3. So when we add, we just add the coefficient. So you can like use this area here to give yourself more room. What is minus 5 plus 3? So minus 5 plus 3, guys, is minus 2, right? So minus 5 plus 3 is minus 2. So my response will be here like this. E squared minus 2e, then lastly minus 15. So this is the answer in simplest form and in standard form. And standard form means the highest power, which is 2, then the power here is 1, then the constant part, which is the number. Okay. Look at this, guys. Solve y equals 2y plus 1 over y. We are familiar with x, but it's fine. What if y, t, z? We don't care. So here, you know, guys, that this y is obviously over 1. And what I will do, I will apply what we call cross multiplication. I will multiply this guy by this guy, and I will multiply this guy by this guy. So how to start? The way you like. It's not affect the final answer. If you start by multiplying y by 1, then 1 by 2y plus 1, or 5 by y, it's the same. You can do it either way. So look here, my response will be here for this problem. Okay, 5 times y is 5y equals 1 times, because this is over 1, you know, 1 times this guy. 1 is an identity, it does not affect things when we multiply. So it will be 2y plus what? Plus 1. And to solve this, what I need all y's to the left hand, all numbers to the other hand. So we can easily and legitimately move this to this side. So it will be 5y minus 2y equals 1. Then it will be 3y equals 1. Then we can easily divide by 3 by 3. Then y will be 1/3, like this. Okay, hopefully this is clear for all of you. Next, solve x squared plus 3x minus 18 equals 0. And fortunately, this quadratic equation is monic. Monic means the leading coefficient is 1. Yani x squared multiplied by a number. Which number is that? Is 1. So how to factor this easily? So firstly, you need these two pairs of parentheses. Then you will put x here and x here. So whatever the sign you have in the middle, write it here as it is plus. And then multiply this sign by this sign. Then write it here, it will be what? Minus, because plus times minus is minus. Now have a look for these two signs. They are different. So I need the product to be minus 18 and the sum to be what? 3. So what times what is minus 18? If you panic here, you can break them down. So minus 18, so one number is plus the other one is minus, so you can think like that. Minus 9, sorry, minus 18 times 1, but the sum is not 3 to any extent. So what about minus 9 and 2? The sum is not 3. What about minus 6 times, minus 6 times, 6 times minus 3, 6 times minus 3. Yes, it's really wonderful, because if you do multiply them, it will be a minus 18. If you add them together, it will be 3, okay, which is the linear or the middle term. So it's plus 6 and minus 3. What we can do next, guys, is to change the sign. So the solutions will be x equals minus 6 or x equals what? X equals 3. Just switch the signs from plus to minus, and that's it. Here, solve n to the power 0. I know that it's supposed to be 1, but in my opinion, this problem is as invalid to some extent, because we have here to have a condition that n is not 0, because any real number to the power of 0 is 1 except 0. So this is 1. So in my opinion, so if this problem is cancelled, it will be better, because in this case what we have here is an open statement. It depends, the correctness of this depends on the value of what? Of n. So if n any number rather than 0, then yes, it is 1. But if n is 0, then we can't handle this in this phase of our academic life. So I prefer to cancel this sort of problems to avoid any inconvenience. So next, simplify. You know, guys, that this power 3 is for all 3 guys I have here. I have 3, I have x to the power 2, 5, and all of them possess the same power. So I have a 3, and I have x squared, and I have y to the power of 5, and here the power is 3, the power is 3, the power is 3 for all of them. So for the first one, whether you keep it 3 to the power 3 or you make it 27, it will be fine. Then x squared to the power 3, you know, when we have power raised to some power, to other power, we do multiply them, right? And here the same, we will multiply these 2 powers. So it will be what? It will be x to the power of 6 and y to the power of what? Of 15. And here okay, this factor fully 2e squared minus 81. So what I have here, 2e squared, e squared minus, not 81, minus 18, sorry. So what we have to do only to factor. So guys, we can't call this equation. This is not equation, this is expression, because equation always associated with equal sign. So this is not equation. If you ask me the first one here, this is equation, yes, of course, because we have equal sign. But for this, guys, this is expression, so this is not equation. There's no equal. First of all, guys, we have how many terms we have in this expression. Terms means when we count between minus and plus. When we count between minus and plus. So there's here 1 term, there's here two terms, there is minus between them. So because of that minus, I have two terms. And I can see common things. There's something common between the first term and the second term. And if anybody asks, what is really common between 2e squared and 18? And obviously 2 is common because inside this 18, guys, inside this 18, there's 2. Where is it? It is invisible. You have to see it as a mathematician, not like a normal person. So 18 is 2 times 9. So inside this 18, there's invisible, okay, invisible 2. So I can factor out 2. This is the first thing to do, to factor out 2. It's like removing 2 from the scene. It will be e squared minus what? Minus 9. Why 9? Because 18 is 2 times 9. Then guys, e squared minus 9, this is like very common. We call it difference of two squares or difference between two squares. We can factor this like that. Okay, so e and e plus 3 and minus 3, or minus 3 then plus 3. It's the same. Let me give you one more example just to master this, like x squared minus 16. This is difference of 2 squared. It is x minus 4 and x plus 4 and so on and so forth. So this is one of the easiest things to do. This problem here, make R the subject of this guy, of this radical, blah, 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 blah. And honestly, guys, this problem is not that much direct. It requires manipulation, so we will do it together step by step, and I will do my best to make it as clear as I can. Okay guys, so let us first of all understand the meaning of making R the subject of this guy. So making R the subject means I need R equals something. Regardless what is that something. So it means in very simple language, I need R alone. I need it R equals. And here guys, let us together recognize the R location. So when R is here and the other R is here, so what I need to do first, I need to free these R's from that radical. So by applying power 2 for both sides, I mean the left side and the right side as well. And the purpose of that power 2 is to remove the radical. Okay, so let us remove the radical together. So if you apply here power 2 and here power 2, we can eliminate the radical. So it will be like this. M squared equals, look at this, 6a plus r, 6a plus r over 5r. We are on the way, and we have here journey to realize the dream, making R equals. So I can see R here on the top and R here in the bottom. Okay. So one thing we can do here, guys, is to apply cross multiplication. So you know that this is obviously over 1. And you can multiply this by this and multiply this by this. How to start? It's not affected. It's up to you. Start by multiplying 5r by m squared. So it will be like this. Okay. 5r m squared equals 1 times this guy here. Okay, it will be the same, which is 1 times 6a, it will be 6a plus r. And here I have equation, and I have r on the left hand, r on the right hand. Collect all the terms contains r on one side. So if how many terms we have in this equation? This is one term, this is two terms, and this is the third term, because we count terms between plus and minus, guys. So all terms contains r to the left. So it will be like this: 5r m squared minus r. Why minus r? Because we moved r from right to left hand, equals 6a. And if you look to the left hand, we have two terms. So this is one term, this is the second term, and each term contains r, which means that we can factor r out. This is what we call common factor. So if you factor out r, the remaining is 5 m squared minus what? Minus 1, right? Equals 6a. Now we can divide both sides by whatever r multiplied with. So r multiplied by 5m squared minus 1. So we will divide both sides by this, or simply you can take this, remove it from here and write it here under beneath 6a. Okay, so it will be like this: r equals 6a over 5 m squared minus 1. And look, guys, now we have it in the form r equals something, and now r is the subject of this equation. Okay, hopefully this is clear for all of you. Next, p equals 2g plus 3h. Work out the value of p when g is 7, h is minus 4. So this is no more than plug in. I will write it for you, and you can just copy paste this in your calculator. Whatever the result was, it will be the answer. So it's like this: what is the value of g? The value of g is given here, which is 7. And what is the value of h? H is given as well, and the value of h is minus 4. P equals 3 times 7 plus, 2, not 3, two times 7 plus 3 times minus 4. I don't know if I have to do it mentally or do it by calculator, the way you like, but basically this is 14 minus 3 times minus 4, 12, and 14 minus 12 is 2. Okay, you can do it by calculator, of course. Simplify e to the power 9 minus e to the power 5. You know, in case of division, when we have the same base, the base here is e, the first exponent is 9, then e and the exponent. In fact, we do subtract, so it will be e to the power of 9 minus 5, which is e to the power of 4. And here simplify y to the power of 2 to the power of 8 power, then power, we multiply them. It will be y to the power of 16. We do multiply, not add, or this is common mistake to add them. Expand and simplify. So what we will do, this is not the first problem of that sort we handle together. So this one times this one, and 9 times y, and 9 times minus 2, and we will see whether there is a room for simplification or not. So first by first, it will be x squared then first by second will be minus 2y, then second by first will be 9y, then second by second will be minus 18. Then guys, we will look for similar or like terms. They are same in powers, different in coefficients. And the similar or like terms here, I have these two guys are similar. So there's possibility to glue these two guys here. We can glue minus 2y plus 9y because they are like or similar terms. Call them the way you like. So it will be x squared. No, there's x and y. Oh, I think this is my fault. Okay, so this is not y, this is x. Okay, so this is minus 2x and 9y, so it will be x power 2. Now minus 2x plus 9x, we do add the coefficients. Minus 2 plus 9. And minus 2 plus 9 is plus 7x minus 18. Here's my last response to this problem. And here factorize fully. And I have 16p squared, then 20cp to the power of 3. Okay, guys. I will write this here. So I have here 16 c to the power of 4 p squared plus 20 c, which is c to the power of 1 basically. You don't have to write this one, it's up to you. P to the power of 3. So the common factor, so first of all, let us have a deeper look to the numbers here, or the constants. So we have 16 and 20, and there's something in common because inside 16 there's 4, inside 20 there's 4. So I can see that 16 is basically 4 times what times 4. And 20 is 4 times what times 5. So I can factor out firstly 4. If you factor out 4, what is the remaining? The remaining 16, it will be 4, because 16 is 4 times 4. So when 4 is removed from the scene, the left is 4. And there's c to the power 4, and there's c to the power of 1. And it looks like there's 4 c's and 1 c. What is the common? The common is only one single c. So I can take out c, 1 c, the smallest power. And I have p squared and p to the power of 3. I can factor out the smaller power, p squared. So let us discuss them one by one. 16, 4, and c to the power 4. It will be c to the power of 3. Why is that? Because I already took 1 out. And p to the power of 2, it will be removed from the scene because it is out already, plus 20. 20 is not, I will look at to 20 as 4 times 5. 4 already out. The remaining inside is what? It's 5. And c to the power 1. C to the power 1 already out, so we don't have to write any c. Or c to the power of 0, which is 1, we don't have 2. P to the power of 3. I just factor out p squared. So if you factor out p squared, so p will be left here, because p to the power of 3, remove p squared. How many p's remaining? 1. So p to the power of 1, or simply p. So this is the answer on that. And here, guys, if you do multiply this here and here, you will be back to the original given expression. Okay? Okay. So here, students, simplify this. So I have 6m minus 2k plus 5m minus k, I think, and we are looking for the like terms. You can rearrange firstly, or you can glue directly. You can make this 6m plus 5m minus 2k minus k. Maybe someone asked why we don't change the sign. It's look like we move this here. Guys, when we move things, we don't change the sign unless if we have equation and we move them from one side to the other side. Like I think here we have example before look at this maybe. Here there is sorry, yes, this one. Here there is r plus r, and I move it here and I make it minus r, as you see. Yes, because there is equal sign. Look, there is equal sign. I move it from right side to left side. We do change the sign, but here I am rearranging things on the same side, so we do. It's incorrect to change the signs. Now 6m with 5m are like terms. It will be 11m. And minus 2k minus k, it will be minus 3k, obviously. Next I have p equals 3a plus 3b. So work out the value of p when a is 5 and b is 8. So this is matter of calculation. Plug in, you can use your calculator, so on and so forth. So you have the value of a, and the value of a is given. The value of a is 5, and the value of b is given as well. It's 8, so p will be 2 times 5 plus 3 times 8. Then you can do this by calculator or mentally. The way it's both are really, it's super easy. It's achievable for everyone. Here it's the same with different a and b. P here is 16 and b is 20. Here we have to find what work out the value of a. So here we have equation. So this p is given and this p is 16 and b is 20. This b is 20, so it will be like this: 16 equals 2a plus 3 times 20. 3 times 20 is 60, so I can make it like this. Look, I can make it like 16 equals 2a plus 60. Do you know that there's a property in the equal sign, we call it symmetry property. So I will flip this equation. I like the unknowns to be in my left hand. It's the same, guys, same. There's no difference. You can just move 60 here to this side, keep it as it is, it's fine. It will be 16 minus 60 equals 2a. 16 minus 60 is, so it's minus 44. Minus 44 equals 2a. Then you can divide by 2 both sides. Then you have a equals minus 22. Next problem, guys, to expand this, so we call this distribution. I will multiply this here, and I will multiply this here. So it will be x times 5 is 5x minus x times x squared, and that's it. Here factorize to have 3 y minus 21, and there's two terms here. This is one term and this is the other term, okay? And in these two terms there's something in common, and the something in common is 3, because I looked at 21 as 3 times 7, so I can factor out 3. If you factor out 3, it will be y minus 7. Why is that? Because 7 is 3 times 21. Here, make P the subject of this. Where is P? Yes, P is here, so I will make, this is easier than what we dealt with before, so we need P to be equal something. This is the meaning of make it the subject, okay? So I will use the symmetry property. I will write it like that. 3P minus D equals F. And don't worry guys, because I don't change signs. Why I have to change signs? So I just flip the left and right sides of this equation. And remember that I need B alone. So I will move this D to the other side. So it will be like this. 3P equals F plus what? Plus D. Then what I will do here, guys, I will divide both sides by 3 by 3, so the goal accomplished. And now I have P alone, so it will be like this. P equals F plus D over 3. If you write your final response like that, is correct, or if you like P equals 1/3, then F plus D, it's the same. There is no difference between this and this. It's exactly the same, but different ways to express your solution. It's the same, exactly the same. Okay, what next? There's still a journey here. Okay, we will see what to do. نكمل معنا يا أحبتي حل هذه الورقة التدريبية. Here we have this nice word problem. Sergio buys M boxes of seeds and N packets of seeds. So each box contains 10 seeds and each packet contains 6 seeds. The total number of seeds Sergio buys is T. So T is the total number of seeds. Here write down formula for T in terms of M and so here guys we have I will try to summarize this problem here. So we have here boxes and the number of boxes is M. So we have M boxes, and each box contains 10 seeds. On the other hand, we have N buckets, and for each bucket contains 6 seeds. And the total number of seeds is T. So let us find out, guys, how many seeds in m boxes. How many seeds are there in m boxes? So the number of seeds in all m boxes is 10m. Why is that? Because we have m boxes, each box contains 10, so this is in 10 m seeds, okay? And for buckets the same, it will be 6, the same criteria, I mean 6 and also seeds. So the total obviously will be the addition of these two guys, which is 10m plus 6n. So here we have write down formula 40 in terms of m and n given clearly and nicely, and that's it for this part. And here, students, what we have: factorize fully 6y squared plus 15y, and I would like to find out how many terms we have in this expression. And again, guys, this is not equation. Equation means there is equal sign. There is, here we don't have equal, so we call this expression. So in this expression we have two terms because we count terms between plus and minus. So if you look, guys, here we have this term and this term, so in total we have two terms. And in these two terms there's things in common, guys. I can see y squared and y, and I can see 6 and 15, and in 6 is 2 times 3, where 15 is 5 times 3, so we can see that 3 is common, y is common. So I will do this precisely in two different, one of them is long method. So look at this, I have 2 times 3 times y plus 3 times 5 times y. If you look, guys, I will highlight the common things. So 3 obviously is common here, and y is common here and here. So obviously, guys, 3y is common, and you can just factor it out. So we will remove 3y from the scene. So the remaining here is 2y, okay, 2y plus 5, okay, sorry, 3y, then inside we have 2y plus 5, and if you guys just multiply this here and here, you will be back to the original, to a given equation. So you might be even faster than me doing that. You don't have to break things down. Like if you have very good observational skills, and this will, like, you can improve that by practicing more and more. And here, guys, expand these two guys. So I will multiply this here and then multiply this here. Same wise for 9, I multiply it here and here as well. So, you know, first by first, it will be m by m, which is m squared, then first by second minus 5 m, then second by first plus 9m, then second by second minus 45. Again, this is also, guys, expression, not equation. There is no equal sign here. Then after this expansion, sometimes not we have to expect like or similar terms, and the similar terms we have here is this term, which is minus 5m and plus 9m, okay, plus 9m, sorry, this one. Okay, guys, so like terms mean the same, like variable part, which is m, okay, same power and different coefficient. So minus 5 plus 9, what you have to do is to glue them, is to combine minus 5 and plus 9. Minus 5 plus 9, this is obvious, it will be 4m, okay, so m squared plus 4m, of course, minus 45, and this is the expansion here, students. Here make M the subject. So M the subject means I need to rewrite this to be M equals something. Okay, guys? So we need M to be the subject, so we need M in one side alone. Okay, so I will rewrite this. Oh, there is no M here. Make T, sorry, T, not M. Okay, so I will make T alone. Okay, so what I have, and I have 1 over 2at squared. First of all, allow me, guys, just to flip this. I mean by flipping, just to switch the left and right sides. And this is free step to attempt. So 1 over 2at squared equals s. So, and remember that I need to isolate t. I need t alone, but with t I have 1 over 2, I have a. So first of all, I don't want to show this 1 over 2, and to remove 1 over 2, you might think of dividing both sides by a. So divide by half, sorry. If you divide by half, you will have like what we call complex fractions, and to avoid this, so it will be like this, over 1 over 2 over like 1 over 2. So this is not the best way in my view to cancel 1 over 2 from the left side. However, of course you cancel it, but there's something I think easier, even easy on eyes. Okay, it's easier to look at. Okay, look at this, guys. So my purpose is to remove 1 over 2, so you can simply multiply both sides by the reciprocal. So you can multiply this side by 2 and this side by 2. So you can just eliminate this 2 with 2, and look here, it's correct and nice. Then I have at squared. Please, when you multiply 2 by s, you have to write the number first, then the unknown, or s, okay, or the letter or the variable. We don't know in which occasion this, okay, we have this, so it will be 2s like this. Okay, and when you write s, I highly recommend you guys to write s really clear, because s is pretty much shaped like 5, so don't make s like this, make it a clear s. Okay, then what I have on the rest, then I can easily divide by what? Divide by a. And here we will divide by a as well. So a will be vanished from the left side. Okay, and we are close to realize the dream. So this will be 2s divided by what? By a. And here, guys, what we have to do, we have to apply square root. Why? Remember that what I'm looking for is to have t alone, but I have t squared. So we can invite square root. The square root will cancel the square, so it will be obviously t. So t equals square root of this guy, which is 2s divided by what? Divided by a. I don't know what they told you in your learning institution, but here usually we have to put plus minus, but you can double check with your teacher whether you have to put plus minus or not. Mathematically we have to, but sometimes let's say we can personalize this. We don't know what's going on that learning institution. Okay, here I have to solve this equation. Okay, solve, and here show clear algebraic working. Okay. What we have here, guys, we have here what we call rational equation. It is rational because we have this ratio here, and equation because we have this equal sign. And you do know, guys, here x plus 1 over 1, and we can here apply a cross multiplication legitly, so we can multiply. So you can start by multiplying 2 by this guy or multiply 1 by this guy. Okay, it's not affect the final result the way you start the cross multiplication. So I can multiply 6x minus 5 by 1 first, so it remains the same, so unchangeable because 1 is identity, not affect. Okay, times 2, you can write like this, 2, then x plus what? X plus 1, indeed. Then we can expand the left side here, so it will be 6x minus 5 equals 2x plus 2. And what you have to do, guys, I need all variables in one side, the constants, and the other side, so I will collect all x's to left hand and all constants to right hand, so it will be 6x minus 2x equals 2 plus what? 2 plus 5, and here, guys, we have 2x equals 7. Then we can divide both sides by 2. Okay, then x will be what? X will be 7 over 2 if you write it like that, or decimal, it's fine, 3.5. For me personally, guys, I don't like to see one more than equal sign in each line, so you can write it again here, or x equals 3.5, which is half 7, of course. Here, students, simplify. I have e. Okay, then I have 8, sorry, then e to the 15 all to the power of 2 over 3. And you know, guys, these 2 over 3, the exponent, we call it exponent, it's for both. It is for this here, and it is for this as well. But before I even distribute this power for these two guys, I would like to make 8, or we can delay this step forward, so I can make it like this: 8 to the power of 2 over 3 and e to the power of 15 to the power of 2 over 3, indeed. Then you do know, guys, I will make 8 something to some power. So you know that one common thing here, that 8 is 2 to the power of what? Of a 3. This will ease the simplification, so I can make it like this: 2 to the power of 3 all to the power of 3 over 2. Then keep this as it is for the time being, to the power of 15 all to the power of 2 over 3. And you know, guys, when we have something raised to power, then to power, we do multiply the power. So I will multiply these two guys here, and I will multiply these two guys here as well. So if you do multiply them, you can do this multiplication aside, it's fine. So I will multiply 3 by 2 over 3. It's very easy and really simple. It will be 2. So this power, this will be 2 to the power of 2 after multiplying the powers. And here, if you multiply 15 by 2 over 3, you can do it here aside. 15 times 2 over 3, you know that there's a simplification here, so you can divide something on the top with something with the bottom, so it will be 5, and it will be what? It will be 1. So if you, or you can do this multiplication by calculator, since the calculator is permitted, I think, in this sort of exams, unfortunately. So 5 times 2 is 10, 10 over 1, so it will be times e to the power of what? Of 10 after multiplying 15 by 2 over 3. Here students express this y over 2 to the power of minus 4, okay, in the form of a y to the n. This is really super important to focus on. So this is what I follow. This is like the clue I have in this problem. Okay, so okay. Look at this, guys. Ay to the power n, where n and m are integers. M and n are integers, and I will start, guys, by explaining this term integers, because I do believe that many of us maybe they are not familiar with this term here. So integers refer to a set of real number or a subset of real numbers like this. So integers means 0, of course, 1 and minus 1, 2 and minus 2, so on and so forth to infinity and minus infinity. So it's 0 along with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go on, and minus 1, minus 2, minus, and go down till the end of everything. Okay. So, and the meaning of that, remember that I am following this a y to the power n. So the meaning of this, guys, that a and, sorry, so for both a and n must be these element, not these element, belongs to this set or out of this set. So a can be 1, 2, not 0, of course, we can't have like 0 coefficient, 1, 2, 3, 4, and minus 1, minus 2. So you can, the a and n must be belong to this set. So let us work out taking all circumstances in consideration, guys. First of all, what I can do, I can make it like 2 to the, sorry, distribute this power for both top and bottom, okay, for both top and bottom. So I will make it like this. Give me some time, please, guys. Okay, so it will be something like this. It will be y to the power of minus 4 over 2 to the power of minus 4. And you know, guys, that I can legitimately move this to the top here and change the sign of the power, right? So if you do change the sign of the power, it will be 2 to the 4 times y to the minus 4. And look at this, guys. 2 to the power of 4, I can find the value of 2 to the power 4. You know, 2 to the power is 4. Okay, 2 to the power of 4, you know, means to multiply 4 by 2 by itself 4 times. It is like 2 times 2 times 2, which is 16 indeed. So I can make it here 16 y to the power of minus 4. And look at this, guys. This is really wonderful, because both 16 and minus 4, okay, are integers. they do belong to this, if you of course continue more, okay? So it is in the form a y to the power of n. So if anybody asks you what is the value of a, the value of a by comparing a is whatever multiplied by y, and here a is 16 and n is minus 4, and fortunately that both 16 and minus 4 belongs to integers. So both 16 is integer and minus 4 is integer. And if you curious about something not integer like 1.5, this is not integer. Like 9 over 5, this is not integer. So integers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and go on, minus 1, minus 2 and go down, and along with 0 of course. Okay, so 0 is an integer indeed. Here students solve this a beautiful nice radical equation. So I will solve this sorry, a rational equation, not radical of course. And honestly speaking guys, there is a lot to do here. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, so what I have 2, 4 and 1. So one very nice approach for me guys to solve this is, so this equation guys, we have here 4x minus 2 over 3 and some other guy over 4 equals 6. 6 over 1, allow me to make this 1 please here. I wish that, personally, I wish that I don't have this and this, so I can simply make them 1, removing them. So if these over 1, life will be much easier, and the way to remove them is to multiply each term. And remember that I have here 1 term, 2 terms, and this 6 alone is the 3rd term in this rational equation. Rational, we have ratio equation because we have equal sign. So what is the least common multiple of 3 and 4? As I told you guys, this term least common multiple is really super important. You know that 3 equals 3 to the power 1. There is no, this is the prime factorization of 3. And 4 equals 2 to the power of 2, which is 2 times 2, and what we call this prime factors, also the least common multiple. So I have here to write 4 and 3. I mean the 4 and 3. You don't have to, because we are dealing with 4 and 3, so you don't have to. Just keep this in mind if you see it. So it means the least common multiple. Okay. So in the prime factorization of 3, I have 3, and for 4 I have 2, and I will take the highest powers in consideration, which is 1 and 2, because the highest power of 3 is when the highest power of 2 is 2. So if you do multiply this is 12. What we call this? We call this least common multiples of 3 and 4. And just to make it clear for you, what is the least common multiple? And this is super important, guys. You know, if you write down the multiples of 3, so we have 3, then 6, then 9, then 12, then again 15, then blah 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 blah. After 15, I think we have 17, right? 15, then add the 3, it will be 18, add one more 3, it will be 21, 18 plus, so 3, 9, 12, 15. Let me explain this please more clearly. I think I have to slow down. Yes, 12, 18, then 21, then 24, then 27. You know, you can go as I will clear this, but let me write it for some time. And 4 for the multiples: 4, 8, 12, then 16, then 20, then 24, then blah blah. You see, while you write the multiples down, you can go here. So we have here 12, and so we call this common multiple. 12 is common multiple. This is not the only common multiples we will encounter with, because if you move on a bit more, so you will find here 24, and you will find here what, 24. And there's more, of course, there's infinitely many. So if you go more here and more here, you will find that each time, so this will be repeated forever. So there's infinitely many common multiples of 4 and 3. But what we care about, what serves us here, is the least one. That's why we call it least common multiple. So this least common multiple has magical powers. If you do multiply each term here by the least common multiple, you will end up with a very nice, beautiful equation. So I can multiply here by, I will multiply here by this 12, okay? So I will write the equation here, so just to make it easy in your eyes. So it will be 4x minus 2 divided by 3 minus here I have 5 minus 2x of base 4 equals 6 over what, over 1. And I will now multiply each guy by the least common multiple, 12 and times 12 here and times 12 here as well. Look at this. If you do multiply by this guy, you can simply eliminate, so you can cancel out this with this. So this will be 1, and this will be what? 12 over 3 is 4, right? And this will be 1, and this will be what? Will be 3, and this will be already, this will be 72. Okay. After that, guys, I have very nice 4 multiplied by this linear guy, which is 4x minus 2 minus, okay, 3 times 5 minus 2x equals 72. And what you can do now, look at this, guys, it's much easier, even easy on eyes than the original one. So this least common multiple is really helpful and very important and essential task to master. Okay, then we can now expand things nicely, this by this, and this by this, and this by this, and this by this as well. So here it will be 16x minus 8 minus, remember this is not 3, this is minus 3. Minus 3 times 5 is minus 15. Minus 3 times minus 2 is plus 6. X equals 72. Okay, and what I will do next, I will combine like terms, and who is like who here. So this one and this one are like terms because we have the same variable part and same power, different coefficients. And the numbers, of course, minus 8 and 15 as well. So, you know, guys, 16 plus 6 is 22. So it will be here 22x minus 5, minus 8, minus 15 together, minus 23 equals 72. Okay, guys, so now students, I have linear equation, and also this term, I mean linear, is super important to know, and to know how to solve, because I have one single x with power 1, we call it what? We call it linear. So in linear equation I can move this to the other side here, so it will be 22 x equals 72 plus 23. So 22 x equals 95. Then we can divide both sides by 22 by 22, and here it is the value of x. X equals 95 over what? Over 22. Okay. Okay, guys, next problem, and what I have here, I have this, and we need to simplify things, I think. Okay. Okay. So simplify, guys, the bases are the same. So we have the base x and the base x. So we can simply subtract the powers. So it will be x to which power 9 minus 2 is 7. As simple as that. Here we can do this over one step. So as a single, okay, of 7, power of 7. Okay, so here you can write this in one single step, so it will be 7 to the power of 8 plus 4 minus 3, yes, and it will be 7 to which power we have here to the power of 9. So this is one single power of 7. Here, guys, I have this, and what I call this exponential equation, exponential EQ for equation, exponential equation, because I have x unknown and I have powers, and equation because of equal. So because of exponents, exponential, and because of equal, it's equation. So this is exponential equation. What we call x here, x is exponent, and the 3x here is exponent. And the key to solve these sort of problems, student, is to unify the bases. So what is the base here? The base here is 3. What is the base here? The base here is 9. What is the base here? The base here is 81. And fortunately, there is every possibility to make the base 3, because look at this, guys. It's 3 to the power x, and what I have in the denominator is 9, which is to the power of 3x. 9 is 3 squared to the power of 3x equals 81. 81 is 3 to which power? Guys, that 81 is, basically I will write it here, 81 is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, so it is a 3 to the power of 4, as you see. Please, this is like very common. It will be such a wonderful idea if you memorize some of these basics, like 81, 3 power 0 is 1, 3 power 2 is 9, 3 power 3 is 27, 3 power 4 is 81, 3 power 5, and maybe this is the maximum, which is 241, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, then I will try to make this left hand one singularity. So first I can multiply these two powers just to ease the life. So it will be 3 to the power x, and here 3 to the 6 x equals 3 to the power of 4. So look at this left side. I have 3 to the x, 3 to, so I can subtract, right? If you do subtract the powers, it will be 3 to which power? To x minus 6x. So I have x here minus 6x here equals 3 to the power of 4. And here, guys, it will be 3 to the power of minus x equals 3 to the power of 4. So I will try to make the long story short. The exponential function, they call it one-to-one function. Don't pay attention to this part. If you encounter with that in future, keep in mind that if the bases are the same, then the powers are the same. So look here. The base is 3. The base is 3. It's the same base. Same base means same powers. Same powers. So, okay. So in this sort of functions, equations, yes. So minus x equals 4 indeed. So minus x equals 4. So you can just remove the minus from here and put it here. So x will be 4, or if you like, we can make it longer by what? By dividing both sides by minus 1. So if you divide by minus 1, it will be minus with minus eliminated. Then x will be, of course, 4, or multiplying by both sides by minus 1, or simply remove minus with minus. Yes. So this is the value of 4. 4 is, this is 4 asif. This is not minus 4. So it's 4 over minus 1 is minus 4. So this is my last response to this problem. Okay, x is minus 4. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, here we have this problem, okay, and they told us that A, B, C, D is a rectangle, okay, where E, F, G, H is a trapezium, the same guy called trapezoid in American English. Here, trapezium. All measurements are in centimeters. The parameters of the two shapes are the same. Work out, okay, the area of the rectangle. Okay, guys, where are they? These guys here. Which rectangle is that? Yes. Give me some time, students. I need just to have a deeper look to this. Yeah, so we need the area of the rectangle. Okay, in this problem, okay, guys, let us break it down to smaller pieces, okay. So let us firstly admit, students, that the area of the rectangle and I will call it A equals the length times the width. And the length, guys, here is 3x plus 4 times the width 4x, right? Because you see this is the length, this is the width, and what next? Okay, now if we have the value of x, we can plug in the value of x in this equation, then you can find the area of the rectangle. But they have here the parameter of these two polygons are the same. So if you add this side to this side to this side to this side, and you add this side to this side to this side to this side, the result will be the same. This is the meaning of parameter. So the parameter of the rectangle is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, because you know this is duplicated. Here we have also 3x plus 4, and I have here 4x. So if you add all guys together, so 3x and 3x, 6x, and 4 and 4 is 8. So I have here 3x plus 4 plus again 3x plus 4 again plus 4x again plus 4x equals x minus 3 plus 5x plus 7x minus 3 plus again 5x. We add all sides together. And look, guys, at this. Out of this, we can have the value of x. When you have x, you can plug it here to have the area. Now, look, I have here 3x, 3x, 4x, 4x, and 4 and 4 is 8, 6 will be 14x. 14x, and I have plus 4, so in total it will be plus 8 equals, I have x, is x minus 3, so x plus 5x, I will add all x's together here, so x plus 5x plus 7x plus 5x again, 5 and 5, 10, 10, 11, 18x. So this is 18x minus 6. Why minus 6? Because minus 3 and minus 3. Collect all x's to one side, so it will be 14 x minus 18 x equals what? Equals minus 6 minus 8. So here it will be minus 4x equals minus 14. Divide both sides by minus 4, then x will be, of course, 7 over 2. There is no enough room for this. I will use this space here to finalize the solution. So 7 over 2. So I will replace 7 over 2 here, and I will keep the calculations for you guys. It is matter of calculator now. So A equals 3 times 7 over 2 plus 4 times 4 times 7 over 2. As I told you guys, you can do this easily by calculator, and that's it. Let's have a look to the next problem here, guys. The parameter of a square is same length as the parameter of triangle. So the square is not mentioned here. I can't see any square, but there is square which have the same parameter as this given triangle. So the question here, all measurements are in centimeters. So find an expression in terms of x for the length of side of the square. Okay, give your answers in in simplest form. Okay guys, so let me go back here. Here the student, the answer will be for this part, the previous one, something like centimeter squared, because they told us that everything here in centimeters. So for area we use centimeter square. So I have square here somewhere, and this square, somehow if you add this to this to this to this, it will be same when you add this to this to this. This is what they told. They have the same parameter. So what they told us to find the side length of this square. You can call it side length or you can call it edge. Edge is very special for square. Edge means side length of a square. So you know guys that if you have the parameter then given for a square, you know that the side length will be the parameter divided by 4. Let us take an example. What if the parameter here, the parameter p, for example, equals 20? I can conclude that each side here is 5. Why is that? Because 20 over 4 is what is 5. So the side length equals the parameter over 4. So here let us find the parameter for this and divide it by 4. Then we will end up what we are seeking for. So look at this. Add all these guys together. 2x plus 2x plus 5x plus 5x, it will be 12. 12x indeed. Then minus it, plus 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. So in total plus 4. Okay. Over what? Over 4. This will be the side length of this square, or we call it edge. Okay. So let us simplify this. So I can, I can distribute this over the top, like taking 14 over 4, 12 over 4, and 4 over 4 as well. And this is absolutely correct. So it will be 12x over 4 plus 4 over what? Over 4. So 12 over 4 is 3x. So it will be, I will write the answer here. 3x plus 1 is the side length of the invisible square they are talking about. This is smooth, nice, and beautiful. Okay, guys. Okay, this is the answer in simplest form indeed, as you see here, students. That's it. Okay. Next. What I have next here to expand. Now the problems, the level of complexity is not the same. The previous problems may be more complicated than the one we have here. And now guys, to expand, multiply first by first, then first by second, then second by first, then second by second. So let us do that together. It will be m squared, then first by second will be plus 5m, then minus 8m, then minus what? Minus 40. And here, these two guys, we can glue them if you do, because they are like terms. If you glue them, 5 minus 8 will be m squared minus 3m minus 40, and that's it. Okay? Okay. Here, students, factorize fully this guy. We will factor. This is like easy thing to deal with, but I will give myself a break. Okay, guys, for this problem, factorize fully. I can see here two terms, and I can see that 5y in common, because I have 5y with 20y squared. So 5y. So let me break it down, maybe to make it like easy to consume. So it will be 5 times y plus 5 times 4 times y times y. You don't have to go to this way. If you have if you practice well, then you can recognize the common factor easier and faster than this even. So if you look, guys, here I have 4 in common. Sorry, not 4, 5. 5 in common, and I have y in common as well. So if you factor out this 5y, remove it from the scene. Brackets, you can use any model of brackets like this, fine, or sometimes personally I like these. Okay, guys, so it will be, if you remove this here there's invisible guy, there is 1. So 1 plus 4y, the left. So if anybody asks, where is 1 here? Why 1 here? Because you can consider that there's times 1, and if you remove 5y from the scene, the remaining is 1. You can write it this, or if you like the other style of parentheses, it's fine. So 1 minus, plus 4y. Okay. Here, students, I will put the answer 1 with something to the power 0, and I wish that here we need to put restrictions, but personally I would like not to have this sort of problems, but it's fine. This cannot be 0 because b squared plus 3, yeah, it's fine. 1 is fine here. Yes, look at this, guys. I have nice rational equation, and cross multiplication will be really wonderful idea here. So I will start by cross multiplying things, this by this and this by this. You can expand 3 firstly, the way you like. Okay, let us expand 3 firstly. I mean this one here and here. So it will be 6x minus 15 divided by 1 equals what? 9 minus x divided by 2. Yes, you can start by multiplying this by this or this by this. It's not effect, the way you like. Okay, let's start by multiplying 1 by this guy. It will be 9x minus x equals 12x minus 30. Then what I will do, I will collect all x's to one side. So it will be 9x minus 12x equals minus 30. Okay. Minus 30. I have something here incorrect. Let me find out what is this. Yes, 9. This is 9, not 9x. So this is my fault, guys. let me do it again please. Okay, so what I have 9 minus x equals 12 x minus 30. I will move this here and I will move this here, so it will be minus x minus 12x, it's fine, equals minus 30 minus 9, so it will be minus 13x equals minus 39. You can now divide by minus 13 both sides just to have x alone. Then x will be, look at this, x will be 3 because 39 over 30 is 3 and minus with minus is plus, so this is the answer. Okay, next. So I need this, find n, find the value of n, so y to 3 times y to the n over y simplified to y to the power of 6. You know guys that all y's on the left side and can make it like this, 3 plus n minus 1 equals y to the power of 6. So you know that 3 minus 1 is 2, so it will be y to the power of n plus 2 equals y to the power of 6. Okay, so because this is exponential equation and the bases are the same, so base are the same, so the guys on the top are the same, so the exponents are the same. So you know this n plus 2 because I do combine these guys, so it will be like n plus 2 equals 6. Just move this to the other side, then n will be 4 and that's it. Okay, next, y equals 16 times 10 to the power of 8k, where k is an integer. Again, integers are 0, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, 3, minus 3, so on and so forth. There's no decimal, no fractions. Okay, so بقول لك, and here find an expression in terms of k, okay, of y to the power of 5 over 4. Give your answer in simplest form. Okay, so y equals 16 times 10 to the power of 4k, where k is an integer. Find, okay, expression in terms of k for this guy y to the power 5 of 4. So let us, I will rewrite this given. So I have here y, I have here y equals what? Equals 16 times 10 to the power of 8k. And here guys, we have to raise both sides to the same power, 5 over 4. Look at this, y to the 5 over so. If I raise this side to the power of 5 over 4, so this is 5, I have to do the same with the other side, which is 5 over 4. Okay, then it will be now, look, we are done with the left side. It is 5 over 4, as you see, equals 16. Of course, to the same power, which is 5 over 4, and 10 to the 8k to the same power of 5 over 4. And you know, guys, when we have power, then power, I can multiply them. But before I even multiply the powers, I would like to make 16 so in power form. So 16 is, what is 16? 16 is many things. It's 4 times 4, which is 4 squared. This is nice. But there's one more view to look at this. 2 times 4 times, so it will be 2 by 4. So both are correct. 4 squared correct. 2 to the power 4 is correct. But one of them is more beneficial for me to solve this or to make life simpler. So it will be, this is unchangeable, y to the 5 over 4. Look at this. This is 2 to the power of 4 all to the power of 5 over 4. And here I can just multiply these two guys here. Multiply them. So what if you multiply 8k by 5 over 4? Let me do it here aside. So I will clean this. Okay, I clean this and I will use this. I'll give myself more room. So I have here, okay, 8k times 5 over 4. You can simplify this with this, it will be 2. So it's like 2k times 5, which is 10k. So what I can do here, I can make this 2, 10 to the 10k. Okay, and for this, guys, I will multiply here as well. So 4 times 4 times 5 over 4. I can eliminate these two guys. It will be what? 5. So in total, it will be y to the 5 over 4 equals 2 to the power 5, 10 to the power 10 k. And what is 2 to the power 5? 2 to the power 5 is 32. If you multiply 2 by itself 5 times, it will be 32. So in total, y to the 5 over 4 equals 32, 10 to the power 10 k. Hopefully this is clear for everyone. And what next? Okay, this is a really very long journey, to be honest with you guys. Okay. Okay, students, here what I have this problem. So there are 6 batteries in a small bucket, okay, of batteries, and okay, the large, there are 9 batteries in a large bucket of batteries. So here, okay, give okay, guys, so in this problem, Chow buys like so let me summarize the problem here. Maybe diagram will be helpful for us to understand what's going on. So here's small buckets, okay. So S for small, okay, and L for large. In each small bucket there is 6 batteries, and in each large one there is 9 batteries, okay. And the total number is T. So Chow buys a small buckets of batteries and how many small M. So M is the number of small buckets and G is the number of large buckets. So how many small buckets are there? M. How many large buckets are there? G. Okay. And T is the total number of batteries. Write down a formula in terms of M and G. Okay, for T, for the total number of batteries. Okay, guys, let us dive in and solve this problem together. So, I will continue here, guys. So, how many batteries are in all small buckets? So, I have M buckets, each one contains 6, so it will be 6M. So, 6M here represents the number of batteries in all small buckets. And here, how many batteries are in large buckets? It will be 9J. Okay, so because 9 in each and we have J buckets, so it will be 9. So the total T will be the sum of these two guys. So T is the total will be 6M plus 9G, and this is what is required in this problem, is to write down formula in terms of M and G, and that's it. Okay, look at this, guys. Simplify this. So if you start simplifying this by expanding first, it will be a hideous dream. So nightmare. Please don't do that, guys. So by the way, expansion here is not easy task because you can't distribute 4 here. What you have to do is you have to multiply this by itself, then simplify, then multiply it by 4. It's very long story. And here, guys, the easiest thing to do is to think in a common factor, because the common factor here is not as usual number or one single guy. The common factor here is a linear factor. Look at this, guys. Don't you realize that x minus 5 is duplicated? I have here x minus 5 squared in the first term, so this is term, this term, and each contains subterms. So I can rewrite this in easier and more clearer way. So it's like this. It's x minus 5 and x minus 5 again, because this is the meaning of power of 2 plus 3 times x minus what? X minus 5. So I think we can factor out x minus 5. So imagine, guys, that I will remove this from the scene. Remove this from the scene. Not only this, and this one as well. And write down the rest. Okay, and write down the rest. So this is the essence of common factor. So I can factor out x minus 5, this linear factor, take it out. So it will be like this, x minus 5. Then what is left is 4 times x minus 5 plus 3. Then I can from this step simplify. Simplify what? You can multiply this here, and you can multiply this here, but don't multiply this here, please. No, because 4 multiplied only by this x minus 5. So if you do multiply 4 by 3, it will be incorrect. So we can make it simpler. So it will be 4x, sorry for that, it will be 4x minus 20 plus 3. It's the time to combine these two guys. It will be minus 20 plus 3 minus 17 indeed. So this is x minus 5 times what? times 4x minus 17, and that's it. So this is much easier than what? Than factor, than seeking for for factorization. Okay guys, next what I have here, I have here, okay, show solve okay, this of course equation, and show clear algebraic working. So yeah, it's fine, we can, this is linear equation. Why we call it linear? Because there is 1x to the power of 1, so it's not quadratic, nothing, it's only linear. So how to solve this? I will start by expanding this here. So 3 times 2 is 6 minus 12 x equals 5 minus 8x. You can collect all x's to one side, then all constants to the other side, so it will be minus 12x plus 8x equals 5 minus 6. And what I did here, guys, I just shift this to the right side, and I shift this to the other side, to the left side. Okay, so this is what we end up with. So here minus 12 plus 8, you know guys, this is minus 4. Minus 4x equals minus 1. You can legitimately divide both sides by minus 4, so cancel, then x will be 1/4, like this, because you can simply eliminate minus with minus. You can write this like that, or in decimals, 0.25, the way you like. Both are the same, both correct. Okay, so what I have here, let me have a look at this. So okay guys, what we have here, simplify 5CD. So how to simplify this? The purpose of this is to write always 5 as in the beginning, okay, then C, then D. But remember that 5 must be in the front, okay, and C and D the way you like. So, or you can like this, 5, then D, then C. But if you write 5 in the middle, like C, 5, D, no, this is this is incorrect expression, honestly. Okay, so put the number, then the letters, or call them what you like. Solve, this is, I know this is very primitive. Just move this here, then x will be 12 minus 5, which means x equals 7. What next? Next here, solve this. Only one step solution, dividing by 9. Then y will be 4, and for this guy, simplify. I will combine things with k things with k things, m with m. So k with k, and m with m, and regardless the order, you can start the way you like. For example, k with k, it's fine. You can write it 8k and minus 2k is 6k. Then 5m and 6m is 11m. If you write like this, it's fine and correct. Or start with m, so it will be 11m, then plus 6k. Both responses are correct, guys. So here expand, and this is one of the easiest things to do. So multiply 4 by the first term, this is 12g plus 4, and we call this what? Distribution law, or the law of distribution. Okay, to multiply 4 by these two guys. Okay, here solve, I will expand first, so life will be a bit easier. Okay, so 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times minus x is minus 5x equals 7 minus what? Minus 3x. This is minus 3x. Okay. And what next? To collect all x's to the left, all constants to the right. So it will be, what I will do here, guys, I will move this to the left side. I will move this to the right side. Okay. You can put them in any order. So I have here minus 5x. Then plus 3x equals 7 minus 20. So what is minus 5x plus 3x? Add the coefficients, I mean the numbers. So it will be minus 2x equals minus 17. Then you can divide both sides by minus 2. By minus 2, it will be x equals 17 over what? Over 2. And that's it. Okay. Hopefully this is okay. Delete. Okay. Hello guys, let us continue here. So here in part B, factorize fully this guy. So what I have here is 16m to the power of 3g to the power of 3 plus 24m squared g to the power of 5. So here guys, it's super important that to recognize the way we look at things. So for instance, when I look to 16 and 24, I see 16 like 4 times 4 and 24 is 4 times 6. So there is 4 in common, and this is, I think, sort of obvious. So I have 4 common factor. Okay. Then here, if we remove 4 from the scene, so if you unpack this, it will be 4 times 4. So the 4 is remaining here. Okay, when it comes to the variable part, g and m, we always factor the one with the smallest power. So if you look at this here, I have m cube and I have here m square. So the smallest power is m square. So we can factor out m squared. So 4, indeed. Then there is m squared. Here it will be 4. Okay, 4m indeed. Why 4m? Because if you remove from this m squared, so the remaining will be m. Okay, and here we have plus 24. We already remove 6, or we factor out 4, sorry, so the remaining is 6. And we factor out m to the power of 2, so there's no more m's, or if you like, you can write m to the power of 0. Why m to the power of 0? Because I removed m to the power of 2. When it comes to g to the power of 3 and g to the power of 5. G to the power of 3 is smaller, the power is smaller, so I will remove this g to the power of 3 from the scene. So it will be here only g to the power of 0, or you can simply, you don't have to write it, it's up to you. And here g to the power of 5, we removed already g to the power of 3, so the remaining will be g to the power of what? Of 2. And here guys, taking in consideration that m and g, none of them is 0, so you can simply remove this from the scene. Okay, and remove this as well from the scene, so it will be lastly this, okay, which is 4 m squared g cube, then 4m plus 6 g to the power of 2, like this. Here factorize fully. First of all, guys, this is not equation, this is expression. Why this is expression? Because there is no equal sign here, so it is not equal to something. Okay, this is expression, quadratic, and we call it monic. And monic here means that the leading coefficient, the guy here, y squared multiplied by a number, and this number is 1. And when the leading coefficient is 1, we call this monic quadratic expression. So keep this in mind, and it's super easy to factor these guys because it's y and y, then minus and plus what times what is minus 48, and the addition is minus 2. Okay, the addition is minus 2. Why minus 2? The linear coefficient, we call this linear coefficient. Okay, the guy multiplied by y, and this is the constant term, you know. So here it will be 8 and what? 8 and 6. Why 8 and 6? Because if you multiply them, you have minus 48. If you add them together, it will be minus 2. So this is nice. And this part, it's exactly the same expression part, but this is equation. So we call this equation. Why? Because we have equal to 0, and factoring is one way of solving this sort of equations. So I will use the same factorization as before. So it will be y and y, of course, minus 8 and plus 6 equals 0, plus 6, sorry, not c, plus 6 equals 0. Then guys, y could be what? Y could be 8. We change the sign. When it is equation and equals 0, we change the sign in each bracket. So y will be 8 or minus 6. Okay, so keep this changing of sign in mind. And here, students, I have expand and simplify. So you know that we multiply the first by the first by second, second by first, second by second. So it will be n squared plus 4n minus 6n minus 24. Okay, and here there's every possibility to combine these similar terms. We call them similar because we have the same variable part, which is n different coefficients with the same power, of course. So it will be n squared, then 4n minus 6n, it will be minus 2n minus what? Minus 24, like this. Okay, here, students, we have very simple rational equation, and here, guys, we can apply nicely and smoothly cross multiplication. So I will multiply this guy by this guy, and I will multiply these two guys, and you can start the way you like. The way we start, the cross multiplication will not affect the final result. I will start by multiplying. Maybe this, you will consider this over 1, so you can multiply this guy here by 1, so it remains the same. So it will be 3x minus 5 equals, you can multiply now this 4 by this numerator. Okay, this is what we call cross multiplication. So it will be 8, or write it like this firstly, 4 times 2x minus what? Minus 3. Then here we can expand by multiplying this 4 here and here. So it will be simply 3x minus 5 equals 8x x minus what? Minus 12. Then I need all x's in one side, so you can simply move this here and you can move this 5 to the other side here. So here I have 3x on the left side minus 8x equals minus 12 plus what? Plus 5. Then you can combine these two guys. 3 minus 8 is minus 5x minus 5x equals minus 7. Indeed, then you can remove minus with minus, and then you can divide both sides by what? By 5. So x will be 7 over what? 7 over 5, and that's it. Okay. Here, okay, the diagram shows a triangle. So you can see here a very nice, neat triangle, and they have here the sides length is mentioned like 3x centimeters, 3x minus 5 centimeters, 4x plus 2 centimeters, and we have here a story. Okay, and the diagram. Okay, so the length of the sides of the triangle, it's mentioned here like 3x, then centimeter, then 3x minus 5 centimeters, and 4x plus 2. It's already mentioned here on the diagram itself, so it's the same story. Now we don't have a new thing to deal with. And they told us that the parameter of the triangle is 62. So this is like important thing to take in consideration. 62. So okay, work out the variable of x and show clear algebraic working. Okay guys, so the parameter means to add the sides, all the sides, add them all together. So if we add these given sides, which is 3x, then plus I have the other side is here, then the third side is here, plus with brackets or without brackets, it's fine because there's nothing to do. This is addition, so you can write simply 3x minus 5 plus 4x plus 2, and this is equals to 62. Then I will add all variables or these unknown x's. Okay, so 3 it will be 10x, then minus, then 3 minus 5 minus 2 plus 2 is 0, so we can simply, no, this is not working, to be honest. Minus, so what I have here is minus 5 plus 2, it will be minus 3. Okay, so minus 3 because I just add this guy here to this guy. Okay, equals 62. Okay, then 3, 4. Let me double check. Okay, then what I can do, I can simply move this to the side, and it will be 10x equals 62 plus 3. It means that 10x equals 65. I can divide both sides by 10, then x will be, you can make it in simplest form. If you divide 65 by 10, it will be 13 over 2, which same as, or you can write your answer in decimals, so x will be 6.5. Okay, so both fine, both correct. Okay guys, next problem we have here, long story. So here students we have okay the diagram shows rectangle, a right triangle, okay guys, based on my understanding, I have here this right triangle, and this triangle is right because of this notation here. You see this little like square corner, so it means in this triangle is right. And we have this rectangle, and the area of triangle is 2 times the area of rectangle. So here guys, I will write the area of triangle. Okay, the area of triangle is 1/2 times base times what times height. And if you do agree with me, this is here the base, so this is the base, and this part here is the height. Okay, so it will be and equals the area of rectangle is length times width. So guys, here one of these 2 dimensions is the length, the other one is the width, and the length, which is like the longer one visually, so it's fine, you can call them the way you like. So if you call this length, so this is the length, this will obviously be the width. So it will be 1/2 times the base, and the base here is 8x plus 4 times what? Times 9. So I can't write 9 like this because 9 is supposed to be in the front, but if you have 9 in the tail, 9 like this number, what you can do, you can put whether in parentheses like this or put multiplication sign before, so the way you like. But if you keep it like this, this is inappropriate. Okay, so please, you can put this. This is nice and easy. Length here is, I will start by with the width, because the width is a constant 7 times 10 minus x, or you can write it the way opposite, so I mean 10 minus x times 7, it's fine. Okay, so the first part is done, because write down the equation for this is equation for x, and the second part okay, find the area of the rectangle. Okay, I think here students okay, there's something missing here, because what they told me that the area of triangle is twice as the area of rectangle. Okay, twice, so it means that I have to multiply here this by 2 times what? Times 2. Okay, because this is the area of rectangle, and this is the area of triangle, and this one is double 2 times, so times 2. So I have to put this times 2 here to make things correct. Okay, now how to work here. They told me find the area of the rectangle. Okay, so it's all depends on the value of x. So what I have to do, I have to solve this resulting equation, guys. So let me write it here again. It's 1/2. I can make it 9/2 if you don't mind, 9/2, because I can multiply 9 by 1/2 using the associative property. So you can multiply any guy by any guy here, so times 8x plus 4, and here it will be 14. Also associativity here is taking place. 10 minus what? 10 minus x. What I can do, guys, I can simply multiply this here and multiply this here using what the distribution law. If you multiply, you can use calculator 8 over, so it will be 36x plus 18, okay, because 9 over 2 times 4 is 18, equals 140 minus 14x, like that. Then I will collect all x's in one side, all constants in on the other side, so it will be here 36x, okay, plus 14x equals 140 minus 18. And if you add here, it will be 50x equals okay, guys, so this will be 122, 140 minus 18. Then I can simply divide both sides by 50, and if I do divide by 50, okay, then we end up with the value of x, which is 2.44, okay. And now, guys, we know x, and I know that the area of this rectangle, if the area of this rectangle, okay, find the area of the rectangle is, I know x, that x is 2.44, so I will just multiply the length by the width, so the area A equals 7 times 10 minus 2.44, okay, and it will be, I will calculate this, I will be back shortly, so it will be 52.9. You can, of course, use calculator for this sort of calculations, and then don't forget the centimeters squared. So here, students, I have here story talking about two rectangles A and B. So the rectangle A is shown to the left, rectangle B shown to the right, and the sides is mentioned, the length and width in each case. And the area of rectangle B, okay, which is the bigger one, is twice the area of rectangle A. So for this rectangle B and A, so B is, the area is bigger, so the area of B, I would like this, A of B, I mean that by this notation, the area of rectangle B is 2 times the area of rectangle what? A, okay. So this will help me to create an equation for x. So work out the value of x. So first I need equation. So area of B, what is area of B? It is 5 times 2x minus 1 equals 2 times, firstly 4 times 5 minus what? Minus x. So I do just multiply this guy by this guy to have the area of rectangle A, and then multiply it by what? By 2, and same wise for rectangle B. We can simplify this here, we can distribute. So if you do distribute 5 times 2, it will be 10x minus 5, and here it will be firstly multiply 2 by 4 don't rush things. Then we will distribute, the result will be 8, then times 5 minus what? Minus x. Now I will distribute or expand on the left hand, on the right hand, sorry. It will be 10x minus 5 equals 40 minus 8 times x will be minus 8x. And you know, guys, I need all x's to the left or constants to the right. Okay, it will be here 10x plus 8x equals 40 minus 5. And this will be 18. X equals what? 35. I can simply divide this by 18, divide this by 18. I don't see like simplification. We don't have to expect a lot. So it will be 35 by what? By 18. Over divided by 18. And this is the value of x. You can write this as a fraction or decimal, the way you like. Okay. I will have a look to double check this calculations. There's something here I don't like, and please guys, you might find me like commit mistakes in calculations. Please just inform me, I will be thankful. Okay, so this will be plus, not minus, so plus 5, so it will be 45, and I will divide 45 by 18. Of course there is simplification, so sorry, this is 45, then x will be, you can divide by 9 for both sides. It will be 5 over what? Over 2, which 2.5 like this, or you can write x equals 2.5 centimeters indeed, and that's it. Okay, here guys, simplify this, so I will collect all y's to the left. It will be 7y minus 2y equals 8 plus 6, so this will be 5y equals 14. I can divide by 5 by 5, of course, then y will be 14 over 5. And what is 14 over 5? It's 2.8, or keep it like this. 14 over 5 is nice, or you can make it like this. Y equals, also by calculator in decimals, it's fine. It will be 2.8. Okay, so here solve 6x. This is really very, very super easy. So it will be 6x equals 20 minus 5, which means 6x equals 15. Then you can divide both sides by 6, so x will be 15 over 6. It means you can simplify by dividing by 3. It will be 5 over 2. Okay, we divide by 3 by 3, or you can write like this, x equals 2.5. I think that you can handle these things with calculator, it's fine. Here, solve this. This is super easy. So I have here 4 2y minus 5. First of all, expand the left hand. It will be 8x, or 8y, sorry, minus 20 equals 30. You can shift this to the other side. It will be plus, of course. So 8y will be 50, because 30 plus 20, then you can immediately divide both sides by 8, then y will be 50 divided by 8, or you can simplify 50 over 8. You can simplify this, of course. Y equals over 2 is 25 over 4, because divide by 2 by 2, 50 by 2 is 25, 8 by 2 is 4, 25 over, you can use calculator to do this. Okay, you can keep it fraction or convert this to decimal. Both are fine, both are correct. Here, guys, we will expand the left hand. So it will be 6 minus 3 times 4x, 12x, equals 5 minus 8x. Then collect all x's to the left. It will be okay. So here I have minus 2x plus 8x equals 5 minus what? Minus 6 minus 2x plus 8x is 5x equals minus 1. Then you can divide both sides by 5. Then x will be minus 1 over 5, okay, which is in fraction minus 0.2. You can keep it like this or make it decimal. Okay, here, guys, I have this rational equation. Okay. Okay, guys, here we will start by this is a rational equation, and rational because we have these ratios, okay, and equation because we have this equal sign. So we call this sort of equations rational. So this is rational equation. EQ for equation is very common in mathematics. So how to solve this? By unifying the denominators. So I need the bottoms to be the same. So I have the first denominator x minus 2, the second one x plus 1. I need them. So many students here call this step cross multiplication, because you realize that you multiply this by this and you multiply this by this. In fact, guys, this is not cross multiplication, okay? So this is the way we unified the denominator. I will rewrite this in a more clearer way. So here I have, as you see, guys, x, and I have here x minus 2, then minus again. Here I have minus, sorry, this is 6, and this is x plus 1 equals 1. So look at this, guys, okay? So how we unify the denominators here? We do multiply this guy here by x plus 1. So here I will multiply by x plus 1, and here by x plus 1, and here by x minus 2, and here by x minus 2. And look at this, guys. This is this denominator and this denominator now are the same, and this is what we are like seeking for in the first phase of this journey. Then I can just simplify the top. It will be 6x plus 6. Then you distribute this here and here, taking in consideration this is not 6, this is minus 6. So I will assume in this minus multiplied by 6. So it will be minus 6x plus 12 equals, I will expand the bottom. So x times x is, I multiply this here, and this minus 2 here and here. So both are the same, so it will be the same when you expand whether the fraction to the left or to the right, it's the same. It will be first by first. X by x is x squared, x by 1 is x, minus 2 times x is minus 2, then minus 2 times 1, minus 2x, sorry, then minus what? Minus 2. Okay, so here there's cleaning up. I can clean up this 6x with minus 6x. They will eliminate each other. Then this equals 1, as you see, guys. And in the top here, I have minus 6 plus 12, which is 18 indeed. Okay, so this is 18. And here I have x squared minus x minus 2. Why minus x? Because I have plus x minus 2x. X minus 2x, these two guys in the middle, if you combine them, it will be what? It will be minus x equals what? Equals 1. Then it's the time, guys, for cross multiplication. Now we call this cross multiplication. We can multiply this by this and this by this, and they are equal indeed. So it will be x squared minus x minus 2 equals 18. And here, students, and this is really super important, please pay attention to this part. When we have equation quadratic, make it equal 0. So please don't move this to the other side. If you move it, will be correct, but this correct thing is not helpful. It's not serving the solution. So to serve the solution, make it equal 0. How to make it equal 0? By moving this 18 to the side. So don't do the opposite. However, it is correct step, but not all correct things really beneficial for the solution or for us. Okay, so x squared, guys, minus x minus 2 minus 18 equals 0. Then there's every possibility of combining these two guys. Minus 2 minus 18 is minus 20, so it will be x squared minus x minus 20 equals 0. This 0 is strange. Why it's like that? Okay, so this is 0, guys, equals 0, like this. Okay, now we can legitimately factor this. So we know how to factor this. Please, guys, you have to master factorization. It's really overused in mathematics. You need factorizations in many parts, in many topics in mathematics. Factorization is really a cornerstone, so please master factorization. This will be x minus x plus, and what times what is it? 20, and the difference is 1. So obviously 5 is fine, and 5 and 4 equals 0. And here we have two solutions. X equals 5 and minus 4. And this sort of equations, not like many other equations, we have to check for the validity of these two answers. So I have, theoretically, we have two solutions, but I have to check. And check means to plug in 5 and minus 4 in the original given equation, and to make sure whether we have 1 in both sides, in both or not. So if the result is 1, this is correct, this is solution, and if it's something else, it will be eliminated, and we call it extraneous solution. So here, guys, we have to check. Okay, so we don't check all the times. We don't check. For example, let me go back, please, here, guys. Here I have this linear equation. So here, if you check, it's fine. If you don't check, it's fine. But checking is really an important when we are dealing with rational equations. Maybe in the future you will be encounter with the radical equation, but here we have to check. Yes, 6 over, so I will write the solutions here, so it will be easy to manage. X equals 5 and x equals what? X equals minus 4. Replace 5 here. It will be 6 over 5 minus 2 minus 6 over 5 plus 1, and here it will be 6 over 4, 6 over 4 minus 6 over 6. 6 over 4 is oh, sorry guys, here I have to just correct this. So it will be, this is 6, yes, 6 over 2, sorry, 6 over 2 minus 1, because 6 over 6 minus 6 over 6. And you know guys, 6 over 2 is 3, 6 over 3, sorry, 6 over 3, which is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1, so this is correct. Please guys, you can do that by calculator. It will be super easy for you. So we will find out, yes, that these two will satisfy the equation. So this is correct, and this is what correct. So in total, we have two solutions, 5 and minus 4. So you can write like this. Let me just capture this, guys. It's 6 over x minus 2 and 6 over x plus 1. So 6 over x minus 2 and 6 over x plus 1 equals 1. So 1 time replace x by 5, you will end up with 1, I mean here in this side. And 1 replace x by minus 4 in the same side, you will end up with the same result, 1, 1. So both are solutions. So in total, the solutions x equals 5 and what? And minus 4. Both are solutions, both correct. Look at this, guys, here. This is easier than the previous one. Here we have, of course, a rational equation, but here we don't have to check things because we don't have x in the denominators. So my question here, what is the least common multiple for these two guys, which is 4 and 5? And you know, guys, that the least common multiple for 4 and 5 is 20, right? So one thing I can do here is I will rewrite this equation again, make it easy on your eyes. So this is 2x minus 1 over 4 plus x minus 1 over 5 equals 2. And one thing I can do here, that I can multiply by the least common multiple of 4 and 5, and this will help me to eliminate all fractions. After you multiply by the least common multiple, fractions will be vanished, okay? So, and this will make the life a bit easier than now. So if you multiply here by 20 and here by 20, and of course you have to multiply each and every single term by 20, look what we will have. We end up with this over this is 5, so it will be like this: 5 times 2x minus 1 plus If you cancel this with this, it will be 4, of course, and 4 times x minus 1 equals 40 because 2 times 20. Then we will expand the things on left hand. 5 times 2, it will be 10x. Sorry, 10x minus 5 plus 4x minus 4 equals 40. X's, it will be 14x, and minus 5 and minus 4 is minus 9 equals 40. Then I can move this to the other side. So here 14x equals, it will be 49 because 40 plus 9. Then you can simply divide by 14, divide by 14. Then x will be 7 over 2. If you simplify, divide by 7, which is like this. It's fine if you keep it fraction, or you can make it x equals 3.5. And the question, guys, maybe someone asked, can I have to check the solution here like before? I mean, take x 3.5 and replace x here and to see whether the answer is 2 or not. And no, you don't have to. If you do it, it will be fine. But if you don't, it is fine as well. So briefly, guys, when I have to test the solutions, or the predictable solutions, let's call them, when we have a fraction and we have variable in the fraction. So look here, we have fractions. So 6 over x minus 2, there is variable x minus 2, and the other one, there is x plus 1. So in this case we have, but as long as the denominators are numbers like 4 and 5, then you don't have to check for the correctness of this answer. If you do check, it's fine. If you don't, it's fine. As long as we don't have x in the denominator or radicals, or you will encounter with all these sort of equations in the future, inshallah. And next I have this solve. We can expand. So the left hand, it will be 3x minus 12 equals 5x plus what? Plus 8. Collect all x's to one side, so 3x minus 5, x equals 8 plus 12. Here, guys, we have minus 2x equals 20. You can simply divide by minus 2 by minus 2. Then you will have this solution, x equals minus 10. And that's it. Okay, here solve, show your working, okay, clearly. So here, guys, I will collect all x's to one side, so I have ordered 7x minus 3x because of shifting this to this side, and I will shift 5 to the other side as well. So it will be here 2 minus 5. So here I have 4x equals minus, sorry, this is plus 4x, okay, equals 7. Then I can simply divide both sides by 7. Then x will be 7 over 4, okay. You can keep it like this or decimal using calculator, the way you like. Solve this. This is super easy. What you can do, you can just move this here. Then x will be 48 minus 9. Then x will be 39. Okay. Here, guys, you have to divide both sides by 4, and if you divide by 4, y will be 11 over 4, And here, students, what we can do, we can start by cross multiplication. So 1 time this guy, it will be, I'll multiply like this, and I will multiply like this, okay? So this is what we call cross multiplication, okay? So 3 minus 5x equals 4 times 3 is 32. Then you can move this to this side. It will be minus 5x equals 32 minus 3, which is 29. Then minus 5x equals 29. And if you divide by minus 5 by minus 5, you will have the answer. Then x equals, here guys, it's very good opportunity to tell you something, that 29 over minus 5. So for this minus, if you write it here, or here, or here, one of them, one each time is correct. So you can write the minus the way you like. Here is fine, in the middle is fine with 5, but not 3, all of them, one of them only, okay? So it will be minus 29 over 5. So what I'm trying to say here, that minus 29 over 5 and 29 over minus 5 and minus 29 over 5 are the same thing, okay? Look at this, guys. Okay guys, here we have this equation where I have to collect all x's in one side and all constants on the other side. It will be 3x plus 2x equals 1 minus 16. Here I have 5x equals minus 15, so we can divide both by 5. Then x will be minus 3. Here, students, cross multiplication, so this is over 1. You can start by multiplying this by this first, or this by this, the way you like, okay? It's fine. So if you multiply 3 by x firstly, so it will be 3x equals 1 times 7 minus 2x, it will be the same, 7 minus 2x. Then shift this here, it will be 3x plus 2x equals 7. And here, guys, it will be 5x equals 7. You can divide by 5. Then x will be 7 over 5. Keep it like this, or x equals 1.4. It's the same, okay? And for the other one, there is your simplification. Okay, so you can expand the left side. It will be 18y. I think the variable here is y. So this is 18y minus 30 equals 39. What you can do, you can shift this here. Then it will be 18y equals 69. Then you can simply divide by 18 by 18. The y will be 69 over 18. Okay guys, next, this is really super easy, just expand here. Okay, so it will be 6x plus 15 equals 4 minus x. Move this here, move this to the other side. 6x plus x equals 4 minus 15. Here we have 7x equals, then 4x minus 15 is minus 9. then x equals minus 9 over what? Over 7. And I told you before, guys, don't worry yourself where to locate this minus. If you put in 9, the minus in the middle like this, or with 7, it will be the same. Just to make this clear again, minus 9 over 7, or 9 over minus 7, or minus 9 over 7, all are the same, guys, all the same thing, okay? Here, students, we can rearrange the terms by moving x here, so it will be like this: 5x minus x equals minus 10 plus 8, then it will be 4x equals minus 10 plus, it will be minus 2, then x will be minus 2 over 4, which is minus 1 over 2, or if you like, you can write the answer like this: x equals minus, in decimals, minus 0.5. And here, guys, we have this really simple equation to deal with, so you can expand the left and right side, so it will be 20 x minus 4 equals 18x plus 21. It will be, move this to this side and move this to this side, okay? So it will be 20 x minus 18, x equals 21 plus 4. Here what we have, 20 minus 18 is 2x equals 25, then x will be 25 over 2, or 12.5, the way you like, one of them is enough. Here, guys, I have this: solve 3x plus 5 equals 36. Just move this 36 to the other side, and it will be 3x equals 21, divide by 3 for both sides, then x will be 7, okay? And here, guys, it's matter of expansion and simplifying, so it will be 20y minus 4 equals 18y plus 21, like this. Yeah, let me double check, please. Yes, 20y minus 4, then 18y, yes, plus 21. Move y's to one side and move 4 to this side. It will be 20y minus 18y equals 21 plus 4. So here it will be 2y equals 25. Then y will be 25 over 2, same as 12.5 in decimals. Okay, guys, to be honest with you, students, first of all, good luck for everyone. It will be a nightmare for me, honestly. It's one of the longest videos I ever created in my entire life. I wish you the best. Take care and give your mathematics priority, please, in your academic life. Have a nice day. بالتوفيق إن شاء الله.